What's up, guys? Welcome to Spin City Podcast, your all access pass to the world of professional table tennis. My name is Ibrahima Jau, and today I'm hosting this show with me, hermanos, Marcos Madrid. What's up, Marcos?
Hello, Iba. How are you? I'm very happy to be here hosting this podcast, Spin City. I hope you are liking all the interviews we are making, and we hope you can subscribe and follow this amazing project. So we have here one very amazing player. So I introduce you, please, Iba.
Yes, we have today one of the most athletic player in the game, one fighter from Portugal. He's European champion in team in 2014, European Games gold in 2015, 3 times national champion, and he's a reigning champion in Portugal, 2 times French winner with Angers, MVP 3 times. Welcome, João Geraldo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What's up?
It's a pleasure to be here and to be invited by you.
Man, it's so exciting to have you here. Honestly, like I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to listen, want to know about you and have your insights. How are you, man?
I'm good. It could be better because we are doing this podcast right after the season was over with Pro A, the French Championship, and we had just lost in semi-final. But overall, if we look at the season from beginning till the end, if somebody have told us that we would be in semi-final, if we will reach the playoff and be really, really close to go to final, we would have signed it. So if you look at the big season, it was very good for the team, especially for me. I made another great season representing my club, and overall, I'm happy. I know it could be better, but honestly, the other team we lost against Enobo, and they deserved to win. They were just too strong the second match.
Yeah, we saw the semifinal, and actually, as you mentioned, the Pro A this year was actually very strong, and you managed to make an incredible season again with an amazing record, and definitely the team can thank you for that. And I feel like in Angers you also have a very, very good team chemistry, and somehow you always manage to be in the fight. The last few years, like the last 5 years, you always manage to be in the fight in top 4 and fighting for the titles.
Yeah, the last 5 years we made 2 times, we won 2 times, and we made 2 times semi-final. So it was very good. Of course, we are aware that when we won, it was probably the biggest opportunity to win because the other teams were not so strong. We know that. Our team remained exactly the same throughout these 5 years, and we managed to win. And then 1 year we struggled, and then the two other years we managed to go to semi-final. But we have seen a big difference from the other teams when they just hired better players, and it was much harder for us to win the championship. But somehow we, through fight and sacrifice, suffer, we managed to be a good team and to be one of the best teams of the championship.
Yeah, because go ahead.
Yeah, I think for sure you are one of the teams that are really always in the fight for the title. And I would like to ask you, Joao, what's the difference between Joao in league and in the world table tennis or important tournaments? I know you feel good in league. Yeah, can you explain it a bit?
I would like to give you an answer, because if I had that answer, then I would be playing amazing in WTT too. But of course, I have my ideas. I think in Angers, first I play already for 7 years there. So and we play exactly many times against the same players, and I play against that specific player in that specific hall, in that specific table ball. So I know exactly. For example, I played. I play against Alexandre Robineau for 7 years in the same hall of Rouen. So this game will be again next year. I will play again against this kind of player or against this kind of team in exactly the same conditions. So throughout these 7 years, I kind of know somehow the tricks that I need to focus on when I play in Pro A. Then the second reason, I think we have unbelievable team spirit in Angers. I feel not only from the players, but from the background, from the people who are there, and I feel it's just positive energy when we have here. When we are playing in this kind of level, it feels like they are just like the mindset is like just give your best. We believe you 100% and do your job. If something goes wrong, you don't need to prove anymore. We know that we know who you are and we know what you are capable of, and we trust you 100%. I feel like also the coach of Angers, basically he's with us only during the matches, so we don't have a really work together. We kind of just see each other in the matches, but somehow he knows me already very well for 7 years. And when after what I did in the season of 2020-2021, I kind of like I feel like he just surrendered to what I can do. And he's like, okay, I can trust this guy 100%. He can beat 2-0, 10-0 down until the last point is over. I will believe that he can beat anyone. And I have this feeling, and when you have in the back someone who kind of gives you this energy, I just play free. I just play my best. I think this is one of the main reasons.
Yeah, no, I can understand. Like you have definitely the trust of your club and your teammates, the president, and that's good.
President also. I mean, Gerard will be forever my president. So I don't know if you are aware, but he will also stop. This was his last. Yeah, this was his last season being a president of Angers. He was president for 25 years. He gave me everything. Of course I performed and I made a good job and I was professional. I think I have a very good attitude when I represent the club and I wear the T-shirt of Angers. And we kind of matched somehow in our attitude, and he just enjoyed the way I was. And whenever we had to speak about leaving, staying, contracts and everything, he was like, "Man, just I will try to do everything for you to stay." And in the end, he always gave me what I feel I deserved and what I asked for. So when also we had this kind of relationship, with the president, I just felt relaxed, and he was like, just, I hope that you feel good here so that you can still play like this.
God, that's nice.
Everything around just makes me feel good when I'm there and relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm relaxed when I'm there.
That's nice, man. That's nice. And so now you finished the league, and just before that, you had the World Championships in Qatar. How did you play? Actually, I didn't follow.
I felt it was overall the level I played was very good. I played against Danny Kozul the first round and I won 4-0. This match, I think I was very, very stable mentally. I'm happy with that I could play a match like this. And then in the second round,
playing good, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's I've lost against him in the past once, so I kind of was like, okay, it can get complicated, but I analyzed it good, and then I won.
But actually, let's talk about this. Like, it's the first time that we had the draw so long before the tournament. So actually, how was your mindset before the tournament?
When I saw the draw, for me it was a good draw, and I think for him was a good draw too. We could play in the first round against Calderon or against Linchidong again, so when you get the draw like this, you kind of like, okay, this is a good draw. You just have to accept it. It's not like it could be much worse. I think I was happy with the draw, but I think he was also happy with the draw.
And your mindset was like, did you prepare a lot for this match during your preparation, or you would just prepare normal and then just had a prepared tactic before?
I prepared normal. I know what kind of service he was doing, and that I struggled more. So I kind of did something like this in the training camp. But I was also struggling a little bit during the training camp with some physical issues. Nothing big, but it was not like I did the training camp like I did for the Olympics. For the Olympics, we were 2 weeks practicing.
Yes.
Unbelievable hard. Marcos was there also in Saarbrücken.
Yes.
And it was very, very tense, very high level. And for these World Championships, okay, it was not like that, but still I prepared well. I think the timing of the draw, I didn't even know. I was surprised when I saw the draw. I just opened Instagram and I see the draw. I was like, is this for real?
Yeah. In advance, yeah.
Yeah, but there are so many changes that when I saw it, I didn't even care. I'm like, okay, the draw is out. Nice, bravo. What will I do? Will I didn't want to waste time thinking about this, if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
It is like that. I will not change anything. So my mindset is like a little bit, I will not waste time on things that I cannot change.
Yeah.
This will just make me go crazy and be frustrated. So will I change the draw? No. Will I change ITTF for the next World Championship if they will do the same or not? No. So I feel
Yes.
like also more and more, I feel like the players are losing their power.
Yes, correct.
So, I mean, I feel tired of this,
Yes.
So I'm just like, I just accept. I think it's bad, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I think many
Yeah.
players things like this also, that they
Yeah.
just suddenly give up and just say, okay, this is the card that we have, so we have to deal with them. And
I think it's the best option now. But what do you think about this? You think it's good? Like, because in many other sports, the draw is always out 1 week before or 2 weeks before. For example, for Olympics, we have the draw 2 or 3 days before. Only in teams we have the draw before, but in every sport they have the draw before. What do you think about this? Finally, this is good change or bad change, or was too early, or what do you think?
I felt okay with it. I felt, for example, one thing I felt strange. We have the draw 2 weeks before, and then when we passed the first round to the second round, we were waiting until 10 in the night to know the time we were playing. I know against how I was playing, but you understand the gap, the big difference we have from the first round to the second round. From the first round, we have days to prepare. You are ready, I even knew what time I was going to play, what day I was going to play. But then from the first round to the second round, I was like,
I don't know nothing.
I don't know. I don't know if I play tomorrow or if I play in 2 days. And it was like 9 in the evening. This is for me, this is the biggest problem. When we play in WTT, it's the same. For the first round, you don't know what time you play. And also now they mix the men and women, and then we have only 4 tables. So then you have only another pair that you can ask to practice with. And I find it bad. I find it bad for the players. I think this is a jungle and it's hard to manage. In specifically the World Championships, to know the draw 2 weeks before, for me was fine. If I would play first round against Lin Chidong, I don't know if I would be so happy, but I would, you know what I mean?
Yes,
I would
I
be
understand.
2 weeks like, okay, the level is quite high, I will go there and I know I will have an unbelievable difficult match. Yeah.
I think for me,
maybe still better than to know 1 day before.
yeah,
I think you can still prepare better.
I think for me it can be definitely a middle thing, because as you said, like, especially now that the draw is everybody can play against everyone. I mean, you have the top 16 or maybe the top 8 that are protected, and then after, everyone can play against everyone. So I feel like sometime when you have, I mean, I saw some draw like Pitchford playing against Lin Shidong, like first round, like, and the thing is that Pitchford in a good week, he can play unbelievable good, and then this is so hard mentally for him to practice and then to get ready for him, because he know that he has a very, very, very difficult match to play. So I feel like maybe 2 weeks is maybe too early, but I agree with you that at least then they should also plan for the upcoming draws, and okay, this part of the draw play the first day, and then the second.
Exactly.
I think this could be an improvement about this. Yeah. Because at the Olympics it was like this, because my girlfriend was buying ticket and she knew exactly in which sessions I was about to play if I win the match. So in Olympic we knew when which session we had to play 2-3 rounds.
Okay. I didn't know it wasn't like that in the Olympics.
And then after second round, who did you play against?
Then I played against Lian Jinkun, and I felt I was very good, but he was just unbelievable good. He's very stable. I couldn't make him make some mistake. To make a point against him, you really have to win the point. He doesn't give anything for free. Plus, then he has unbelievable quality in his ball. But I started really good. I won the first set quite easy. Then I had 7-7, and I had an easy ball to make. Then I missed that, and then he was back in the game, and then it was too hard to chase him. But yeah, it was good. But overall, the match was very good. It was good rallies. It was intense. And I think he felt a little bit nervous also. He felt like, okay, I need to play good to beat him. Yeah. Overall, I played a good match. I felt like I could still do better, but I would have to play him 2 or 3 more times. And then in the 4th or 5th, I felt like, okay, I can do something.
Okay.
I can do something interesting. But this is it. My level is like this. I'm not playing every tournament against top 10 players. So when you play against them, this is what makes it hard. If you play more often, you
get used to it. Yes.
you'll get used to it.
And especially that this tournament was best of 7. So it even like 1-0, and even if you did 2-0, it's still a long way
Still
to
long,
beat a
yeah.
guy like this. You
Still
know?
a long way. Yeah,
You
still a
know,
long
because if
way.
it's best of 5, baby,
Yeah.
he would be very stressed. But now he also has the
Yes,
time.
yes.
It's a long way to.
What is your opinion? Best of 5 or best of 7 is better? Like always best of 7 is better, or you feel like there are tournaments that is better best of 7, other tournaments is better best of 5?
I honestly think that it's tough. It's a tough question that you ask, because I think that best of 7 is definitely good for good players. So let's say that if you come and you play one feeder, you're seeded number 1, then it would be definitely good for you. But I feel like if there is best of 5, then there should be some groups at the beginning or something that people play more matches, because I feel like to go in the other side of the world, not knowing the draw and playing against very strong Asians or whatever, and then lose 3-0, I think it's tough, you know?
Okay, but for example, you will put groups in the qualification, yeah? This already exists in the contenders.
Yeah.
But then what happens to the guys that are already in the main draw? They will come and they will play one match. If they lose, they just play one match best of 5. So for the good players or bad players, even if you are a good player, you are in the main draw, it's also bad that you play one match best of 5 in case
I agree.
it goes wrong.
Yeah,
agree.
maybe in the end, I think it's good to play best of 7.
Yeah, I think best of
this
7
is one sport that we are not playing so much. It's physically, but not as tennis.
Yes.
But
So we
imagine.
need to put some physic inside.
Yes.
Exactly.
We can be tired. We need to put something, and because best of 3, maybe even you don't have time to put this physically everything that you
You
want.
cannot.
You cannot. Yeah.
Correct. No, it's true.
Yeah.
Especially that now we play one match per day, almost.
Sometimes one in 2 days in the beginning.
Yes, one in 2 days. Then I think for sure best of 7 is definitely the way to go.
You saw the final of Roland Garros yesterday, 5 hours and a half.
Yes.
We don't even
We
play
would
for
like to
1
have
hour.
one match like this.
Yes, correct. Yes.
I mean, we don't even play for an hour.
To put, I think, Joao, for the people that don't know you and they are going to listen the podcast, I have the impression that you like to play against Chinese, and you like to play a physical also player. And also, tell us about this when you have this 2 match ball against Fan Zhendong. 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
right.
it's nice to hear this for the people that don't know you like this. They know a little bit your level. You are there, you are not there, but you are there.
Yeah, you know this morning, actually, about this match. This morning, one friend of mine here in Porto just sent me a video. He's not into table tennis at all, but he knows who I am and he knows I play. Then he sent me a video of Fan Zhendong training now for the Chinese Super League, and then he asked me, "You can beat these guys, or how is your level compared to these guys?" And then I just sent him the link of 2018 about my match, and I'm like, okay, I lost, but I was quite close. And now talking about that match, it was, I was still like a kid in the team. I was clearly number 4 in the team of Portugal, and that match, the big 3 of Portugal wanted to have a rest, because China was just too good, and we had another important matches to focus on. So it would be maybe wiser to make them rest. And for me, it was like, okay, let's play. I want to show. And I'm the player. I'm not afraid of anyone. I like to play against the top, and I have quite good victories against top 10 already in my career. And I didn't have against.
Tell us some. Yeah.
I had the Ovcharov, Darko, and Ugo. Then I had
saw the match against Ugo in Singapore.
Then I had 2022. Then I had Dang, but I think Dang was like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
but okay. 1 month before he was top 10, Yeah, that's it. And then I had 2 match points against Van der Donk when he was number 1, but it didn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah, but yeah, I started the match already believing I could beat, and I feel from the back that yeah, just try to do your best. And I'm
Yep.
like, I will not think like this. I will start the match to win. I will start the match to try to beat him. The big things in sport happen only if you start to believe. If you it's like that. Making the things right will not guarantee you success, but making the things wrong will guarantee you failure. So I will try to not guarantee failure. I will try to do the things right, and then I might have a chance to make a big thing, to make a big win, or to make something that you have never seen in our sport. This is my mentality when I am facing the top players, and I want that when the people who are behind me and the people who are with me have the same mentality. This is the only way, because if I'm also the only one thinking like this, and then you have other people behind you pulling this mentality and bringing amateur mentality, this is also hard,
That's very hard.
I'm like we in Portugal we saying we are rowing against the river,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to go forward, but still I'm getting pulled back. But yeah, that match I started like that. I started fearless, and when I was 2-0 up, things were getting serious. Then I started to this is happening. Also, my coach at the time we had a Chinese coach who was with me since I was a kid in
I
my
remember.
city in Mirandela, and with him I felt okay. He believes I can win, he believes in me, and he was Chinese, and he has huge respect for the top Chinese players. I mean, I was playing against Van Zendong, but yeah, I think at the time then he just saved the 2 match points with level, and I think I didn't make any mistake, or I wasn't afraid of the moment to win. I did what I had to do. On 10-8 I miss a received banana in the net, and on 10-9 we played the point. I still had a lucky ball, but he saved it with a big four, and then he won. And then in the last set he was just too good. He was just then very confident after coming back from 2-0, and the level from him got higher. He was
Yes.
not missing any ball, and then I kind of felt okay. To make a point, then I have to risk more. Risking more made
Yes.
me
More
make
mistakes.
more mistakes, and
This
that
is
was
a
it.
trap. Yeah. Yeah.
It was it.
Okay.
Nice.
That was the match. Then after I still played one more match in that World Championships, and I managed to win.
Mhm.
Overall, I felt like it was amazing. It was amazing, and
Nice.
I remember after I got out of the match, so many emotions. First, you are playing against Van Dong, you should get killed. Then you have the chance, you are playing good. Then you are actually close to win, and then you don't, and then you get out, and then it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell happened? I mean, what was this? I was so close. Should I be happy? But I lost. Should I be disappointed? And then I remember I just walked to go to the changing room. We had to go through the practice hall. And then in the practice hall, you had all the TV screens and people were watching the live score. And also you had the match. And when I just entered, it was like 2 minutes after the match. I just walked. I was with my towel. I just walked through the practice hall, and everybody was like, you felt the looks, you felt the tension. Everybody was, man,
Yeah.
he just came from the match he was about to win. For sure, people were like, what is he feeling?
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
I just walked. Then I went to the change room, and then like 30 seconds later, Fanzadon comes in, and he was like, okay, this is tough.
Of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
Very
but it was
nice.
good.
Nice.
For me, it was like even if I won, it wouldn't change much in my life. It was a team match. It was not a if it was single championships, then I will go one round through. The victory would have more impact. I would get more chances to go forward in another round. But it was a team match. The ranking points were too low. It was just the ranking system was different also back in the days. So for me, it wouldn't change much. Winning that match or losing that match, for me, I was that close. For me, it proved something. I mean,
Yeah.
I can beat these guys.
Yeah.
I know for some people and some coaches, 1 point is a big difference. For them, it's like you were close, but you didn't win. And some coaches could think like that. And maybe now I have maybe this mentality also, like, yeah, you played good, but you didn't win. And then in the end, if you win, this is what makes the difference. But back in the days, for me, was like, come on, I showed I can do it. You just give me something. That just give me the confidence I need from someone to enter the top level.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely to be that close against Fan Zhendong, I mean, it shows that you can,
Yeah.
like you can, because not everyone actually can be that close. Fan Zhendong, like people think one set is easy, but it's against these guys, it's extremely difficult to get one set. So if you can get 1, you can get 2. If you can get 2, you can get 3. That's mean that you can, if you put all the chance in your side. That shows you, that maybe give you the confidence to say, okay, now I'm not scared to play against anyone. That's good, man.
Yeah. Next question.
Yes. Yeah. So, man, you actually opened a new website inside the Racket. So, man, tell me about it. Like, I'm curious.
You can share.
Yeah.
What's about this inside the Racket? Yeah.
Yes. So I'm a player who is very sensitive to the feeling of the racket and to the conditions we play. And throughout the years, we have experienced big changes in the material that table tennis is played, and I struggle very much to find the best feeling I have for that specific hole, ball, and table. And I've noticed most of the players have this in mind all the time.
Most.
Everyone is experiencing this. Then the second thing is that every time in my Instagram, people are asking me
about rackets.
Any kind of question. And then I'm like, okay, I want to answer properly to this person, and I want to make him understand what the pro players are thinking. But this is too much. This is too much information. To answer this person, maybe I need 1 hour to explain him everything. And I don't have one person asking. I have 100 persons asking me this. So I would need to spend 100 hours answering everyone, So I thought, okay, there is no place where people talk about this. The top players are in fact hiding their ideas about, so they don't want to share so much what they feel about the racket. So I decided, okay, I will just not keep this as a secret anymore. I will put it out there, and I want to put it properly. So I created like a course so the people understand how to choose rubbers, how to choose blades, how to change rubbers and blades according to where you play, because there are a lot of things you need to think about when you're choosing this or that. There are many things. And also I show in my course how I glued my racket for the World Championships. And that's it. So when people want to ask me this, I've also thought, okay, I've played for so many years. All my experience and all my knowledge came from back in the days when I started. And this was work. This was work that I had to put. And this is a very valuable information from one person who is a top level player and who is also very interested in that specific topic. And that is me. So I said, okay, if people want to know what I think and people want to get access to my knowledge, which I think is a big privilege, then people should be able to pay for it. So that's it. I created a course with all of this, and when people want to know it, now it's available.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yeah,
I have some questions also.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Iva.
No, go
please.
ahead. Go. I mean, if it's about this.
Yeah. What do you think? Like the pro players need to change racket depends of the conditions. Are you telling also this?
Yes, exactly. That's what I do.
Yes.
Okay, I will give you this statistic. I won 25 matches in Pro A, so I was the player with the most victories in Pro A. I'm not saying I'm the best player, This is a statistic. I am the player with the most victories.
Yes.
Lebrun, Alexis, no, Alexis, Felix, they are better players. This is like that. But in France, in that championship, I played all matches. I played more. I played a lot, and I played in every hole with every table. And I can tell you, played maybe with 5-6 combinations.
Okay.
Throughout the year, different blade and different rubbers, and it worked out. So I think I'm not that wrong to think like that.
No, I think this is very interesting because even the pro players, we are not that pro to have 3 or 4 different rackets depends which one we are going to use. For example, we go China, the hole is amazing big, and then you don't know why the racket is just too slow, no? So because maybe we are not prepared. I mean, I don't know maybe how many pro players do this. Like I know maybe 2 or 3.
Yes,
that
too.
Have someone that if they are going to play a defense player, they put one very fast in forehand, or if they are going to play slow hole, they put sticky rubbers. I don't know. I know 3 or 4 players like this.
Me too.
But I am wondering if in tennis, in other sport, they also have this, like they're changing this racket. It depends of the grass or
They do.
I think they do. So
They do.
that means that we are still not so much professional, or they are making our lives very hard because they are changing tables, changing balls. This is also a subject that we would like to talk about this, the
I was
balls.
about to talk about this.
So yeah, depends also which racket you use with which ball, Also, all the amateurs are very interested about
Yes,
this
a lot.
subject. Yeah.
A lot.
In tennis, for sure, they change. I've already seen Medvedev, Bublik, Zverev. They all mentioned this. I've seen interviews. I've seen on Netflix the show, and I spotted things that they said that proves that they change rackets according to where they play. That's it. And I think, for example, in tennis, the player is hiring his team.
Sure. Yeah.
So if you say something, you have to be careful to what you say, and you have to be little bit afraid of what you are saying, because then the player will say, okay, this is how I think, you have to follow how I think, and I'm paying you to help me. You must help me, but you should still be on my side. Something like, you have to take care on what you enter. In our sport, we are not that big, and I feel like there is this mentality about the coach or that they are behind and they know more than you, and changing rackets and changing materials, this is something new that we are experiencing. Before, it was not like that. So I think there is still a lot of mentality from past. And it is very hard to find people who are open-minded and who understand what the player is really feeling. I think there are very few coaches who think like that. And I have struggled since I am professional, since 2013. I was checking already these kind of things, this new rubber. This was not about the condition, it was just about new material, because it was coming new rubbers. This rubber, it will be better, this and this and this. So I was testing, I was trying, and then I remember the coaches were like, come on, you should keep your racket. You should. Yeah, it's true. It's true that you don't lose your head, but it's not wrong that you are always trying to find something new and something better. So in tennis, I have this kind of feeling that they are the bosses and they are already on a high level.
Yeah.
It is this new mentality. I don't know when it came from, that changing the ropes or changing the racket in tennis, when it came, but I think it's already accepted. People accept it. Like Medvedev said this in one match. No, I was losing 2-0. I just came to the bench. I just changed a totally different racket, much faster, and then it worked out, and I won the match, and now I'm in the final. And then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's for sure helping. If it's not helping scientifically, it's helping in his head.
Yes.
Somehow he believed it was not working, and then in his head it started to work. So I think first, in our sport, people need to be more open-minded about this, and people need to accept more the change, and that's it. That's very much it.
I agree, because now let's point out the fact that we play in different balls and tables almost every week, depending on the Pro A, the WTT. The balls are changing every time, and it's actually also balls that we cannot buy sometimes, so we have to really adapt, and sometimes we really go in unknown territory. I feel like also it's something that is so sensitive that the coaches don't understand. So it's basically a good communication between players and coaching. Say, hey man, I don't feel the balls because there is no spin in it. I don't feel the table because it's coming too fast. I don't feel the table because it's stopping. I want to attack, but the ball stops, so I cannot. So I feel like for the people that are listening, is just, you have to know that every tables are different. And go ahead.
I think also in tennis they have these changes because they play on 3 different courts, but also the balls, they have problems with the balls. I've seen also the show on Netflix, and they also mentioned that they are changing in every tournament the brands,
balls,
and there is different brands and there is different qualities. So what they are feeling is very similar to what we are feeling. According to the conditions, is the same as the court, and balls is the same. So
But
they
I think
also experience this.
what I like about tennis, it's like, and also I look a little bit in badminton also, it's like they have a season, So now you have Roland Garros, so now it's clay for 2-3 months. And
They
then
have
after,
more time to adapt.
exactly, so they have more time to adapt and this. And I think it would actually be nice to, if we have a Grand Smash, that the next tournament will be with the same balls and same table before the Grand Smash, and then after we have another one.
For example, I will play now this. I will play Slovenia and Zagreb.
T-bar tables, I guess.
T-bar tables. So 2 tournaments is already good. It will be same. Then the week after, I will go to Las Vegas for the Grand Smash, and this will be the HS, so the ball will stop. And then 1 week later, it will be Brazil, Argentina, and Brazil. And the table in Argentina, it will be Donic, but it will be a very slippery Donic. It's not the same Donic as I play in Angers. And then Brazil, it is also table T-bar, so it will be also slippery. So I have 2 slippery, then in the middle Grand Smash that stops, and then back again. So this will be a jungle.
Yeah, but what people have to understand is that it's not an excuse, is what we are saying. It's
of course,
it's just fact. It's just pure of, like, honestly, like, I have a big respect for Saarbrücken team, for example, but they won the last 3 Champions League. It was on T-bar tables.
Same condition, yeah.
In the same condition, you have Darko that's all the time playing good in
top 16.
Top 16 because it's T-bar table, because these guys are practicing in T-bar table. Like, excuse is like Nadal won. How many?
14 Roland Garros.
Garros, and people, just say like, oh, it's normal. No, because he likes these fucking conditions.
Yes. Yes, I think some conditions will benefit some players, and other conditions will benefit others. This is like that. I know exactly which conditions are better for me, and when the conditions are favoring me, I know exactly what I should play. I know exactly what racket I'm using. When the conditions are not favoring me, this is what I'm trying always to search. This is what I'm trying to find to make me feel the same way when I have good conditions. This is the goal. This is why I adapt my racket to be more close, to be closer to the conditions where I'm good at. That's it. And I think the tennis players make the same with their racket.
Yeah, for sure. I'm 100% sure, and I know badminton players are making the same because I'm practicing with them, and I know how geeky they are also with their racket. So, I mean, you are definitely one of the first guys that I'm talking about it too, and I'm actually very impressed about the fact that you managed to work all these years and to manage to have a setup for every kind of different, how you said, situations. Conditions. Yeah.
I think, but for me, it came naturally because when you are trying something new, this is a very, very dangerous area. When you enter a match, you play always with the same racket, and then when you make a small change, one rubber, if it starts to go wrong, it's no way you will keep it.
You are dead.
You must be lucky that it works the first match, that you win it.
Yeah, but after it's a long process, I guess.
It's very long.
It's a long process. Like, you should not think about they should work. Then the next time it didn't work, then you don't make the same racket, right?
But I've done so many crazy things that people will that people say you are completely crazy. You are risking too much. Yeah, I tried the rubber 9C in a World Championships on backhand when nobody was using on back. Okay, not nobody, but the 9C everyone started to use on forehand. And then in World Championships 2013 in Durban, this was my best result in singles.
Yes, because I think you beat me. Yes, I think.
Yes. Yes, I didn't practice anything with 9C on backhand. And one day before I put it on backhand, and then I beat Pitchford, I beat Marcos, and then I beat Francisca. Like that.
Yes, then it works, yeah.
But you know yourself very well. Like, you are, it's about feeling and confidence.
Yes. Yeah, but imagine you feel like it's good, but of course between players, you are in practice, and then people check your racket, and then they see 9C on backhand, and then you use 9C on backhand, you are crazy. And it's like, it's pulling you down, it's taking your confidence from your thoughts and from your ideas. But I went for it, and it worked out. And then I had one match after that. Then I put it on forehand. Then I was losing against Dunk. When I beat Dunk, I was 2-1. 7-5 down, and I had 9C on forehand and 0-5 on racket. And then I just turned the racket. I just changed, and then I played the match with the 9C on backhand and 0-5 on forehand. So I changed the both, and then I came back to win the match. And then I had one more match like that. I started one way. I switched when I was 2-0 down. I switched, and then I won again. Yes. But I realized it's not in. Then you would think, okay, then why you don't keep 9C always in your backhand? Because I've tried in other situations and it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't. And some situations it will work.
Yes, I think like players, we are searching also for the best feelings we can have, the best confidence. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, me sometimes I get also crazy. I would like to share something that one of my, I don't know, some of 2 or 3 of my best results, I play with one rubber. What's the meaning? Like one rubber I don't like. So
Yeah.
I turn, I flick, and I don't know how I change. I play forehand, back, and then, or if I want to receive with forehand, I step around and I use like this. And sometimes, okay, I change, I flick, and I stay, But crazy, and everyone say, fucking, it's so difficult,
This
Really?
I think you
This is
are
really difficult,
even level than me. Oh,
But
this is
I don't know how I play 2 or 3 very good matches.
good matches like this.
Yes, but because I really like one, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
little crazy. Don't do it at home, guys.
No. Amazing.
Yeah. Me, I'm actually the opposite. Like, I really don't care so much about what I have in my hands. I'm really sensitive about tables, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like when I have a tournament, I'm lucky in Denmark, we have all the tables. So when I know that there is a T-bar, butterfly, whatever, I need to practice 2-3 days on the table.
I think everyone is doing this now.
Yeah. Yes. Now you have to.
Everyone is preparing as much as they can to be in the same conditions as the tournament.
Yes. But man, we will put the link of your website in the description, and definitely go and go, guys, have a look at it. I will definitely have a look at it for sure because I'm actually interested about it. Man, I want to talk about how COVID impact you in your career. It was positive, negative. How WTT came, if it was positive or negative, and about your Tokyo runs. Let's talk about yes, like little bit the criterias that you have in your country to try to qualify for the Olympic Games. We talk about Tokyo, we talk about Paris.
Yeah. Okay. For me, COVID, it helped for sure because it felt like it was that moment that I made the click and I started to play better. I cannot tell you why exactly, but when everything got close and everything got more, felt like everything got more focused. I focused more on my career. I focused more on the things that matter. I also switched to butterfly. It was a mix of things. There was also not so many competitions. I was very stable in my life at home and practicing. I was practicing good, and I just kind of had the mentality to win every time, and then somehow I just started to win every match in Pro A.
Yes.
It came naturally. I started to work physically more wisely.
I mean, you already were very naturally gifted, and
Yeah.
you are very flexible, explosive.
Yes.
I don't know about your stamina, but you.
Yeah. I think I was a bit lucky to be physically good in a natural way, but I think I also work very well that part because I know my game is based on that. I play with power. I play with the explosivity, so I have to use it at my best in the best way I have. So I will use it in my benefit. I have to take advantage of this. Some players have unbelievable service, right? So they will build that game according to their service. They are depending on their service. Me, I know I'm depending on my physical or my athletic performance. My game is based on that, especially in France, in Angers, where the conditions where I play help me play that way. Then I'm in advantage, and I use it in my favor. So I started to be very, I would say, I just started to be more professional in every aspect of my life.
Examples? What would you say? I mean, you mentioned physically. You mentioned also more about the racket, right?
Yes, that moment it was not like now, the changes, but I just kind of had a better equipment when I started to use butterfly. This is my opinion. So I got better equipment. I was more stable mentally and in my daily routines, like practice good, sleep good, eat good, work physically good. So all of these small things kind of started to make the difference. And it's a small thing in every aspect, then it makes a big thing.
Yeah, and this is when you move back to Portugal at that time, or you were still in Oxenhausen?
No, I moved back to Portugal in 2018. So from 18 to 20, I was already in Portugal.
Okay.
But 20, COVID came, and then it was the moment where I started to do the things very right. The same that mindset I told you. Making the things right will not guarantee you success, but making the things wrong will guarantee you failure.
Yes.
And I was not accepting failure. I say, okay, I will do everything right and I will see what happens. And then it didn't take that long to get the results. It was not so hard. I mean, in Oxenhausen, I was doing the things right. I think I was practicing more than in Portugal in terms of time. I was practicing a lot. It was insane the hours we were practicing compared to my reality when I was still in Portugal. I was just a kid practicing 1.5 hours per day, and then I moved to Oxenhausen. I was practicing 5 or 6 per day. It's a huge difference. So I was doing the things right. But in my head, that sacrifice the small things you have to take care, everything you need to take care. And during the matches also, I was like, I started to have a winning mentality. I started to understand more the game. I started to understand more what matters to win. I started to respect more every point. It was like the summing up of many things that made me do the click. It felt like it was a click. Suddenly now I win every match. But it's not like that. It was small things that I started in COVID, in the summer, and everything together made it seem like a click.
Okay.
Do you think if you stay in Oxenhausen, this could happen, or definitely going out was the best?
Moving from there was the best decision because I was not important in Oxenhausen. That's the reality. And I stayed already too long in Oxenhausen. My goal when I was like 16, 17 was to play for Oxenhausen. And playing for the team was what actually made me lose, in my opinion, 1 or 2 years. I lost 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
I was in the space during 1 or 2 years.
Yes,
I was like
finding your way.
Yes.
I was not playing. I was not important. When I played, it was because it was not important, So it kind of, for me, it was like, I think I should have made the decision to stop the contract I had after 1 year. But I think I was still a kid. I didn't know how to manage these kind of things. But overall, I'm grateful for the years I spent there. If it wasn't for Oxenhausen, I wouldn't be where I am today. This for sure. But the last years there definitely were. It weren't
2
good.
years. 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years I lost.
Yeah, but after it's also a play because now we have had a lot of players in the podcast, and one thing they have in common is of course going to Germany and practice, and they all had a hard time going to Germany because it's very difficult. As you say, you first of all you are not German, or and at that time I think, if I'm correct, it was the time that actually it became a little bit more French because the Gozi and Hugo and all this. So then it was definitely different for if you are not German or if you are not French or this. And I feel like somehow it still helped you because you did the work, you practice that, you get it in your DNA to practice. And then after, when success comes, it's actually often when you go back to your place where you come from, and then you start to be smarter. You start to know exactly what you need. Like, you had the practice, you had the forehand, you have the backhand, you have the physical thing. Now is how to be smart, how to practice smart, and how to feel good about yourself.
Yeah. I think that suffering that I went through and all the players that were there, it was very important to give you good habits of practice.
Exactly.
So you understand how to practice. You understand suffering. You understand the sacrifice. All of these things. Discipline. This is what I take it for. This is what I take from Oxenhausen. That's the most important thing I think I learned or I became. It was all of these what I said. Then it was also the feeling I had to be alone. I was alone. I moved from Portugal. I'm there completely alone. You don't have your parents. You don't have your friends. Your friends that you have are your rivals. So it's these kind of things will make you grow. That's how you grow. I'm sorry, but my idea is like, if you want to grow, you have to suffer.
Yeah, for sure.
Suffering. Also, this is one good sentence I like. Suffering is the price for evolving. So you have to pay something to go to the next level. And the currency is not. It's suffering. That's it.
For sure.
What
For
you are
sure.
paying is suffering.
Yeah, you have to go out there and I say go out of your comfort zone and then go and survive. And as soon as you survive this tough moment of practice, of loneliness, then is the time where you actually when you come back and put all the things together, then you have a chance to grow. Because actually there is many players that lost themselves going out abroad, and then suddenly boom, like they're done, So
for sure,
yeah. So then, because I'm asking a lot this question about COVID and about WTT, because I feel like in many sports, but in table tennis we have the before and after COVID, because also many things change, because at that time when COVID came, it was the time where most of the players had their team for the Olympics. Like it was almost set, because COVID came in February, and then all the qualification was in Portugal. Actually, it was the Portugal in January, so all the team was done. Everybody's kind of had an idea of who will go to the Olympics, right? And then COVID came, boom, and then we have 1.5 year, and then many people take advantage of this, positively or negatively. Then there is a new system that came, and that's why I ask so much. It looks like COVID helped you so much in the fact to center yourself more, give me more focus on being more professional. And what about the new WTT system? How did you welcome it? Did it help you? Did it didn't? So some player did it.
Yeah. For the beginning, for me, I was so frustrated because I was playing in Pro A. My level just went up, and I was so hungry to play WTT or to play ITTF. They didn't matter for me. I just wanted to play internationally and to work on my ranking. And I felt like my ranking now, the rankings were frozen because there wasn't tournaments. Then the tournaments became, but they changed the system of points. Let's say, for example, you reach your second round in a contender. Before, you get 500 points. And then when WTT came, you reach the same round of a contender, second round, but the new system is with 10 points. And then they froze the 500 points, and then they were adding 10 plus 10 plus 10.
Yes.
It was like doing nothing. And I was like, come on, you have to, the rankings are frozen. You have to wash it new and place it in the new system. But there wasn't enough tournaments. Then the higher ranked players were like, yeah, you cannot change it because the tournaments are not enough. Then players like me were like, hey man, my level is so good, but the points that I'm winning are not doing anything because the good players are with the 10,000 points frozen. So for me, the beginning was very frustrating. I was like, I'm here reaching main draw, winning 1 or 2 rounds, but it's not affecting anything in the ranking.
Yes. And at that time, let me remember the listeners that at that time, as you said, there's not so many tournaments, so a contender was the level of a Grand Smash, because the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, Germans, Sweden, everyone was there, and you had to play top 10 to get 10 points or 15 points.
Yes. And there wasn't Grand Smashes also.
No?
They didn't organize a Grand Smash in 2021. So for me, the beginning of WTT was unbelievable frustrating, because I knew I had the level from the results I did in Pro A. I was just hungry to start. But when we started with low tournaments, not a lot, very few. The ones we had were lower level, and the point system was totally different from what was frozen. So imagine there was 3 things that were blocking me from coming into the top 100 or top 50, whatever. So the beginning, I must say, it was frustrating, but I understand it was not so easy to make it, because it was COVID, because WTT was new, because WTT was so expensive for the countries to organize, so nobody wanted to organize. So it was a jungle also. For me, it was frustrating, for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
But the Olympics also, I mean, if I knew I had the level, I felt like, okay, last year I improved so much, but my ranking was not good because there wasn't tournaments enough for me to be higher in the ranking. But in another hand, also, if COVID didn't came, I knew I wouldn't play Olympics anyway in 2020. 2021, I didn't play. For me, was like, yeah, I mean, it's only because COVID that I have a chance, but my chance is not possible because my ranking is not good enough. But inside, I felt, okay, I have the level. I feel like I can be the choice to play, but I wasn't, and I mean, it's okay. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was not a big disappointment.
No, I mean, I had some hope, but it's understandable. Whatever.
Okay.
whatever the choice was, it's understandable.
Because there is actually many countries. I take Sweden, for example. Normally they have kind of a team that was set, and then suddenly Anton Scherberg
Antonio.
came in the last moment, and then Sweden make the change. And they make the change. The change. Yeah, I mean, I remember because I was there at the Olympics in Tokyo in the tribunes. We were maybe looking the match of Portugal, and I remember that we spoke a little bit about it. You were very disappointed. You explained me that you would have loved to have a shot at
Of course.
the Olympics because you were playing fantastic the last few years.
Last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year, like, you were playing very good, and you were number 3 in the ranking. But also we also have to.
No, I think I was still number 4 in the ranking.
You were 4? Okay, you were number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, but also, yes, you have also very good players in the country. I mean, you have Freitas, Apollonia, Montero that are playing very good also. But it's actually something that motivated you to try to go to compete with them and try to go and take their spot.
Yeah, if I was selected or not in 2021, I would still try to get my place in 2024. Being selected or not in 2021 didn't change my mentality to try to qualify for 2024. I just felt, man, I could help. I could help the team.
Yes.
If you don't take me, I mean, fine.
Yeah.
I hope anyway we make a good result. I mean, I'm here to help. If you don't want me, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I'm good.
How did you play at the Olympics? You played the teams. You managed to qualify for team.
And what was the tactic there? Like, because normally you were practicing doubles with Thiago, right?
Yeah.
And finally you didn't play doubles.
No. Yeah.
Finally, injured. No.
No. Finally, the coach decided to switch. He felt it. Yeah. He felt it was better that way. I mean, this was the decision, and I kind of understand his idea, but in the end, it didn't work out.
Yeah. Okay. He wanted to try something.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, we lost the double 3-2, and I lost against Ishii 3-2, 14-12, or So in the end, we lost. Like
it was very close.
it was close. Yeah, it's like that. In the end, I was very happy to play in the Olympics.
Yeah, I remember.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable experience. Sport-wise, we didn't do great. Brazil is also a good team, and Calderano was playing amazing. We knew it, but overall, the experience was amazing.
It was unbelievable. Like really, really, because you play Tokyo, and I mean, you were in Tokyo, and you know how it was not shit, but it was not different.
Yeah, it was different. You did. There was nobody. It was strange.
Yeah, and the atmosphere and French people and
yes,
it was
the whole
was
unbelievable.
Yeah,
it was the best experience I have ever had in sports.
And it's crazy that we had the chance to have the World Championships in France, and they choose to go to Kazakhstan. I have nothing against Kazakhstan, but it's just like, come on, if you want to win money, if you want to have a good event, you can go to France, you can go to Brazil, you can go to Sweden, Germany, of course, but sorry, you don't go to Kazakhstan. I'm sorry, but
and I heard also the elections, the votes was really, really fast. Like they were voting the same day for president.
Yes.
And for world
championships.
Yeah. World championships, like so fast. Like
I think
something happened strange.
How can you put the vote of the next few World Championships during the presidency of the ITTF? Cannot do that.
I will be honest. I think this is politics.
Yeah,
everyone knows.
100%.
So there is interest behind it. I'm not really into the subject. So I think I would just
no, for sure
stay away from this subject.
I can burn myself because I'm not playing right now. So I will go, but to be honest, like the last 3 World Championships was South Africa, Qatar, and now Kazakhstan. I mean, come on, let's go to one country of table tennis. Let's go and play. And you remember how the World Championship was before all that? It was always full. From first round, it was full. Now,
okay, we had 2024. We had in Korea. in Busan.
Yeah,
This
yes,
is okay.
yeah, it is for
Teams,
sure.
yeah.
But
Yeah, but it was teams. Yeah,
But I think when we played the contender in Kazakhstan, there was some people watching, and the people were actually coming to the hall to watch table tennis. I don't know how it will be in World Championship, but I hope when the decision was made, okay, it's Kazakhstan. As I said, it will not change. I just accept it.
yes.
And in the end, I hope it will be a good World Championships.
I mean, the thing that for sure is that there will be a lot of Chinese because it's first it's very
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I have the feeling that somehow they are a little bit afraid of going to France now. Now, like honestly, like I feel like it's good for them to have a strong Chinese dominance in the
Mhm.
stands. Is my opinion, because when we go to the tournament, the first round they are empty, and
Yeah.
then first the first one are empty, or you have the main hall, and then we have a second hall where we play the matches
Yes.
between
Yes.
the chickens, and then we have the big guys, and then the Chinese come. So
Yes.
I felt like Kazakhstan was maybe, as you say, a political choice of saying, okay, we have, let's go to Kazakhstan because we can make a very nice number one table arena, and a lot of Chinese will come and look. Because I went to Kazakhstan, I play also Almaty, Almaty, and then I mean it's fine for a contender. Is
Yes.
I don't know,
Of course.
100, 200 people. But look, we are happy with 100 and 200 people.
Yes,
And,
it's bad. Yeah.
and before we were playing the Pro Tours in Germany and in Sweden
Yes.
and
Was
this and
full.
that, it was full.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was full,
True.
you know?
Our standards just got
Yes,
lower and
exactly.
lower.
Yeah, and of course, and as you say now that our standard is going down, I wanted to speak about the doubles because I think Iba, we didn't spoke about this. That it's crazy how now, like, okay, few years now, that the players, when they see they can win one doubles or they can go through the next round, sometimes they prefer to lose. That this is crazy how now they force players that since when we want to lose. Now it's better to lose in doubles because if not, you need to change flight, you need to pay this, you need to hotels, this, and even and nobody cares about doubles. Huh? We were speaking about this, but I think it's the first time in history of sports that one. How can one? It's not ITTF, but World Table Tennis make this feeling for the players?
Yes.
Since when we want to lose?
Yeah.
Never.
Yes. Yes.
No one's fault. And happens now for us, maybe not now, since now, no, because there is some few expectations for Olympics, but we have 4 years that we don't care about doubles. And if something is close to our flight, we want to lose. Okay,
Yes.
not everyone, but I will say 60%. If this, you need to pay 1,000 more euros, these many players, they don't care, or mixed doubles. And
The reason is simple because the cost will be higher than the reward.
no reward, yeah.
That's about prize money. The reward for sport wise, it's low because nobody cares about doubles. Nobody cares the results you make in doubles, except if you win a world championship medal like Bourrasso and Dor. Then it takes it a bit more serious. But still, I'm like, okay, bravo, but it will change your life. I don't think so. So the reward sport wise is zero, basically. Prize money, it's minus. It's not even zero. You will be in minus. So what would you win with by continuing to play in doubles? This is the problem. The rewards that they give are zero.
The problem that we have, and it's the same also in singles, is that we are a little bit hostages of the Olympic because we need the ranking point.
Exactly.
And the thing is that because the thing is that I don't understand how we can have doubles in team events when we play the qualifications without doubles.
Without doubles, yes.
That's unbelievable. Like you have a
That's also
qualification
bad.
system, and then the main tournament you play. So imagine that there is some teams that actually very good because they have 3 right hands, for example, that are very good at this, and then they are so shit in the
Because
Olympics
double.
because they don't have a doubles. So I mean, the thing is that we professionally we are so far, so far
Going down.
away. Yeah, like we are going so much down. So one of the things that you say is that players have a less power, less voice in hierarchy of the ITTF, and the fact that we actually don't ask crazy scientific things. We actually, just say make simple things that make sense. And they are trying to make some crazy idea with look the World Cup how it's been played and
Yes.
this that and no, just simple things, like
But the Olympic Games will be now, probably it will be like the World Cup because it's now mixed.
yes, now we like how like now we have no history of mix of
I don't know how
mixing.
it will be.
We have no history, and the thing is that you have a country like Portugal that is very strong, and
Yes.
because you have very strong in women and men, and you have no idea how it's going to be,
Yeah.
because we have no history of it. Like we
Yeah.
we don't know. And the thing is that we talk about it, but the qualification system now is in 2.5 years. Like in
Yes.
2.5 years, you know if you will be qualified or not, and you have
Yes.
no idea.
And now, for example, we will have European Championships in October, and it will be men separately by women.
Yes.
But now what? Do we care about playing European Championships? Because this will not matter for Olympic Games, So now
They need to
the
change something.
the consequences are coming now, good and bad. Now we will see what will happen with these kind of tournaments.
It's
Of
maybe
course, there's a lot of credibility to the tournament and the prestige to win European Championships.
For sure.
There is still a lot in game, but with less power than 2 years ago. This for sure.
100%. Like I feel it. It's crazy because before it was huge to win world championships in doubles, because I know some Swedish players won it. You have Falken and
Christian.
Carlson, and before that you have Appelgren and Ultik and Carlson, and this, like, there's a big history of it, And the thing is that now, especially that now you have you have a ranking in doubles. You have many players actually playing doubles now in big tournament. For example, in Grand Smash, people want to play doubles sometimes. And the thing is that why not starting to put a real prize money out of it to say, okay, for example, let's say that Burasso and Dor, you spoke about this, they could actually have a nice career doubles together, earning some money, earning some sponsors like they do in tennis.
Yeah, but we don't have enough prize money.
Yeah, we don't have enough.
Even for
yeah, but because we play in countries where it's not a country of table tennis, and I think that if we were smarter on the way that we were, because look, France, they would welcome it. Sweden, they are begging for organized big tournament. Now they have the first Grand Smash. Now these guys, they start to bring sponsors. Look, you go now how big it is. And the thing is that these guys become big not because of table tennis, because of the Olympics. Because someone because someone like Truls make final in World Championships in 2021. No one knew him. And it's harder to make final in World Championships than in
Olympics. Yes.
And then now he make final in Olympic Games. He's the king of Sweden, even bigger than Duplantis. I'm like, come on. So the thing is that WTT clearly wrong on the exposition that they have.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, wrong on the exposition. I mean, it's harder to be bigger than Olympics.
Yeah, no, of course, it's very hard. But the thing is that look, tennis they are, golf they are.
Sure. Sure. They are more. Yeah, they are bigger in their circuit than in the Olympics.
Yes,
same as football.
Yeah, exactly same as football. So the thing is that I love Olympic like crazy, and that's why all the athletes they want to play Olympic. Look, Djokovic, the passion that he have to bring in like this, but they have. But the thing is that his sport make him a great athlete. And the thing is that also his sport make him also, like a better person who has to take care about what he's saying, what he's doing. It's becoming a person. And the thing is that Truth is like this right now. We say now I cannot fuck up because and same for the LeBron also, they cannot fuck up. They have to take care of what they are saying. They have to take care of where they are going, And this is because of the Olympics
Olympics, sure. Agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But okay, I would like to continue with some maybe the last questions for Joao because we are here for you, man.
Yes, we are here for sure.
Tell me.
Yes, just maybe if you can tell us the 3 worst moments of your career. This is like the first question. And the second, some advice to the young generation from Portugal or from what do you
Senegal,
advise, like, to train? What's the mentality? Just an advice.
Okay, the three worst. I will start with the worst moments. It's hard, but in some way it's good because I don't think I had so bad moments in my career. I think I had the last year in Oxenhausen was the worst. I would say I cannot mention a specific period. I think just overall the last year was bad for me because I
Yeah.
felt I was losing time. As I mentioned before,
Yeah.
I think that was it. And, okay, I had one in summer of 2019. I had an injury in my knee, and I was 3 months finding a way to come back, and I couldn't find. I was 3 months struggling to find treatment, to find what I could do to my problem. And it was summer. There was no competition. There I had some European games I couldn't go, European championships I couldn't go, and I was kind of not finding a solution. And then somehow around September I managed to get better, and after that it was fine. So I would say these two moments, 2017, 2018, that season it was bad, and then summer of 2019 suffered much with my injury, but also it wasn't something with like an operation. It was just
Yeah.
I had
I mean,
yeah.
If I compare with all the players that are here in France, 3 months is not bad.
It's not bad.
It's good news.
Yes. So as I said, my bad moments
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
is good.
Yeah,
I felt that.
good.
And one advice I can give to young players, I regret something in my.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Okay.
We
Yes.
have you back.
Regretting it. Yeah.
I regret one thing in my career, which was not starting earlier my professional life. I started at 18, and I felt like if I have started at 15 or 16, it would have been better for me, for my career and my professional life. But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't guess. And also, I wouldn't know if I would move to Germany at the age of 15. Maybe I would burn out earlier and give up the idea of becoming professional. So these are things you never know. This is just guessing. But I believe after what I saw, starting earlier, it's better. You would just take benefit from it. If you are mentally strong, if you can resist, I would advise just to start earlier. I think you must be smart enough to understand that you have the talent. I mean, if you are one of the best in your country or in Europe, this is a good sign to become professional. And I kind of was that, but not that good in Europe. I remember France was just too far from all the rest, and maybe this was my problem, that I felt like I was too far, but in fact I wasn't. With 1 or 2 years after moving to Germany, I became better, or the same level as the best French. So this is my advice. I would advise to start earlier. If you believe, if you see that your results are good already in your age, start earlier. I would give up school. I know all the mothers and fathers will hate me for saying this, but in my opinion, this is if you want to be good at sports, I think you have to put first sports already from a young age. I'm sorry, but this is my reality.
I agree. I
I
also
would give also one advice to the young kids. I would advise to play as much as you can. Practice, but play more than you practice.
Play more. Yeah.
Like play more, like Aruna. Yes, play
more.
Play as much as you can, as long as you are fit, as long as you are mentally into it. But play a lot of matches. This is what will make you grow. I didn't grow in practice. I grow in matches, when I won and when I lost. That is the big moment. That is what stays in your mind, and that is what will make you grow.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Yes.
like
Very
this.
nice. Yes.
You grow in matches.
Yes. For me, you don't grow in practice. You grow in matches. Like if you can remember a moment that made you grow, it will be
A match.
it will be a match. You will
Sure.
remember a match.
Yeah,
You will
yeah.
not remember a practice. You will remember a good practice you did, was tough, was suffering. I remember the
Tomorrow
three.
you forget.
Yeah, you remember. I remember the 3-4 years in Oxenhausen, but I don't remember one specific moment. I remember 3 years who were tough.
You will.
This you remember. It builds you discipline, sacrifice, resilience, blah blah blah. But the matches is when you actually grow, like the match against Van Zandong, for example, or whatever.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Yes. Oh man, it was a very good podcast, man.
I hope it was good.
Yeah, it was good for sure. So yeah, I think I made what I mean. I had my answers. What about
Good.
you, Marcus?
Yeah, I think it's very good also
Yeah.
for all kind of people who is listening, for pro players, for amateur players, or fathers and a mother. No, it's true. It's true that they need to support. Also, I think it's very important that they need to understand that they need to support their sons or daughters. If they have a dream, the worst that they can do is cut it and say, okay, you need to do this. I think in our generation, there is a way, of course, to support these dreams, and is earlier you make it, this decision is better, huh? For sure.
Yes, for sure.
So thank you very much, Joao. Was a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for your time to share all your knowledge and experience. Iba, please, thank you very much again for everything.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you, Joao, to have you here. It was very nice. You had really, really great insight, especially about your mindset, your work ethic, and especially your geeky, with the racket and this. This was very, very nice to have. So thank you so much, man.
Welcome. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here.
Nice. And make sure to subscribe on YouTube and wherever you follow the podcast, and follow the show in our social media, Spin City Podcast.
All right.
Thank you guys, and see you soon.
Thank you.
See you soon, guys.